Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Now let's embark on our journey. Welcome to Wealth Whisper Wave. Ever lay awake at night staring at the ceiling, wondering how to escape the clutches of debt? It's a question that millions of people worldwide, and if you've found yourself in this predicament, know that you're not alone. Financial struggles are a common part of life, a universal challenge that many of us grapple with on a daily basis. The weight of debt can feel isolating, as if you're trapped in a labyrinth with no clear way out. But it's important to remember that you're not the only one navigating this maze. Overcoming debt may seem like a Herculean task, but with the right strategies and resources, it's within your grasp. It's a journey, a process that requires patience, persistence, and a keen understanding of your financial situation. So, let's start this journey together, step by step, chipping away at the of debt. Remember, debt is not a life. It's a challenge we're going to overcome together. The first step to climbing out of debt is understanding exactly what you're up against. Now that might sound a bit daunting, but let's break it down into manageable pieces. First and foremost, we need to analyze our debt. It's not just about knowing how much you owe, but also who you owe it to, the interest rates you're dealing with, and the terms of your repayment. It's like knowing your enemy before going into battle. You wouldn't charge into a fight without knowing who you're up against, would you? The same principle applies here. Let's talk about interest rates for a moment. These pesky percentages can make your debt grow faster than you might expect. It's not just about paying back what you borrowed, but also the interest that's been added on top. And here's the kicker. The higher the interest rate, the more you'll end up paying in the long run. Next, let's delve into minimum payments. Often these are set at a level that just covers the interest, with a tiny bit chipped off the principal debt. It's like trying to empty the ocean with a teaspoon. You're making an effort, but you're not getting very far. Now, let's talk about the long-term cost of debt. When you're in debt, you're not just losing out on the money you borrowed. You're also missing out on the potential gains that money could have made if it were invested wisely. This is called opportunity cost, and it's another factor that adds to the true cost of debt. But don't let all this information intimidate you. Instead, let it empower you. By understanding the intricacies of your debt, you can devise a plan to tackle it head-on. It's like finding the chink in the armor, the weak spot that you can exploit. Knowledge is power. Understanding your debt is the first step to defeating it. So arm yourself with this knowledge and let's continue on our journey to conquer financial challenges. Welcome to Wealth Whisper Wave. With a clear picture of your debt, it's time to take control of your money. Creating a budget might sound like a daunting task, but it's really just a tool to help you understand where your money is going and how you can redirect it to where you want it to go. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. So how do we create an effective budget? The first step is to track your income and expenses. Write down everything that comes in and everything that goes out. This includes your salary, any side gigs, investments, and even that loose change you found in the couch. On the expense side, don't forget to include rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, subscriptions, and yes, even those spontaneous shop visits. Next, categorize spending. This could be as simple as needs, wants, and savings. Or you could get more detailed with categories like housing, transportation, food, entertainment, and so on. The key is to make sure every dollar has a job. This is often referred to as zero-based budgeting. Once you know where your money is going, you can start making intentional decisions about how to use it. Maybe you realize you're spending more than you thought on dining out and decide to cook more at home. Or perhaps you find an unused subscription you can cancel. These small changes can add up quickly and free up to put towards your debt. Now, let's talk about the benefits of budgeting in the fight against debt. A budget gives you clarity and control over your finances. It allows you to plan for the future, anticipate potential problems, and make adjustments as needed. It's like having a financial GPS guiding you towards your goals. Remember, a budget is not a restriction on your spending. It's a plan to spend your money in a way that aligns with your goals and values. It's a tool for financial empowerment. A well-planned budget is your roadmap to financial freedom. Don't forget to hit the button and subscribe to our channel for more financial tips. Now that you've got a budget, let's discuss strategies to reduce your debt. One of the most popular methods is the debt snowball strategy. Picture a snowball rolling down a hill. gaining momentum and size as it goes along. This is how you'll tackle your debt. Start by paying off the smallest debt first, while maintaining minimum payments on larger debts. Once the smallest debt is paid off, move on to the next smallest, and so on. The sense of accomplishment you'll feel as you knock out each debt can provide a psychological boost and keep you motivated. Then there's the debt avalanche method. Picture an avalanche, powerful and unstoppable. This method involves paying off debts with the highest interest rates first. By doing this, you'll save more money over time because you're tackling the most expensive debts sooner. However, it may take longer to see progress, as these debts are often larger. Both strategies have their merits, and the best choice depends on your unique situation and personality. If you're someone who needs quick wins to stay motivated, the debt snowball method might be for you. If you're more focused on long-term savings, consider the debt avalanche method. Regardless of the strategy you choose, consistency is key. Make your debt payments a non-negotiable part of your budget. Prioritize these payments just as you would other necessities like housing or food. Also, consider ways to increase your income. This could mean asking for a raise, finding a part-time job, or monetizing a hobby. Every extra dollar can help speed up your debt reduction process. Remember, reducing debt is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires dedication, discipline, and patience. But each payment, no matter how small, is a step towards financial freedom. With the right strategy, you can chip away at your debt and start seeing progress. Overcoming debt is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Staying motivated is key. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the challenge. But remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. One of the best ways to stay motivated is by celebrating small victories. Paid off that first credit card? That's a win. Reduced your debt by 10%? Another win. These triumphs, no matter how small, are stepping stones on your journey towards financial independence. Another motivational technique is to keep your end goal in mind. Picture yourself living debt-free. Imagine the freedom, the peace of mind, the opportunities. This is not just a dream, it's a future you are actively working towards. Also, surround yourself with positivity. Connect with people who inspire you, read success stories, and remind yourself of your progress. Remember, every step you take towards paying off your debt is a step towards financial freedom. Conquering debt might seem like a daunting task, but with these strategies, it's doable. Let's take a moment to recap what we've explored today. Firstly, understanding your debt. This is about gaining a clear picture of what you owe, to whom, and at what interest rates. It's about knowing the size of the mountain you're climbing, and it's the first step towards conquering it. Secondly, creating a budget. This is the roadmap that will guide you up the mountain. It's about understanding where your money is going, and more importantly, where it needs to go. It involves prioritizing needs over wants, and making decisions that are in your best long-term financial interest. Next, we delved into debt reduction strategies. We looked at the snowball method, where you start by paying off your smallest debts first to build momentum. Then there's the avalanche method, where you focus on the debts with the highest interest rates first, which can save you money in the long run. The right strategy for you depends on your personal circumstances and what will keep you motivated. And that brings us to our final point, staying motivated. This is perhaps the most challenging part. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize, even when the climb feels steep. It's about celebrating the small victories and remembering that every step you take is a step towards financial freedom. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. It might seem overwhelming at first, but with each passing day, with each dollar saved and each debt reduced, you're making progress. You're climbing that mountain, and every climb, no matter how steep, becomes easier with time and persistence. So take that first step. Understand your debt, create your budget, choose your strategy, and stay motivated. You have the power to overcome debt. Start today, and before you know it, you'll be standing on the mountain of financial freedom, looking down at the valley of debt you've left behind.